You can add a preset develop setting and metadata to images on import, and in this video you'll see how. So I'm in the library module in Lightroom. I'm going to select import. I get the import dialog window. I'm going to select a source from over here on the left, and the images now appear as thumbnails in the preview window. I don't want to bring in all these pictures. I think I'll uncheck all and just bring in a few. Okay. Now, on the right-hand side, you see where it says Apply during import. Now, that becomes an option regardless of what you select up here at the top, whether it be Add or Move or Copy as DNG. So I'll go back over to Add. Now, under Develop Settings, I can select from a whole variety of developed presets that ship with Lightroom, or I can apply one of my own presets on import. Let me go ahead and just choose a black and white look. Now, I could have also created a develop preset that bumps up the saturation because that's the way I want my pictures to look anyway. It's just one example of what you might do using a preset on import. You can always apply presets later in the library module or the develop module. So it's not critical that you do it now. And in fact, if you do it now and change your mind later, you can always do that as well. Okay, so once I have that selected, let me move down to the metadata choices. I'm going to show you how I have created a metadata template that I think is very useful. So let me go ahead and select Edit Presets because I've already created it. So I'll select Edit Presets. That brings open the Edit Metadata Presets window. And because I've already created my own, let me open that one up. I can show you pretty quickly here what I think is useful information. I think it's very, very important that you have copyright information, copyright status as being copyrighted, that you have all rights reserved, and copyright info URL filled in. I've also filled in the creator fields, so you can see this is giving anybody who picks up my images down the road, this information is now part of the metadata, and it will always reside with those images. And it's, I think, very important for photographers to maintain ownership of their work, and this is just one way to do that. So once you've filled in the relevant fields here, you simply create a new preset, save those settings, and select Done. And then it'll show up here under metadata. You can create as many of these metadata templates as you want. Now, as far as keywords go, you can type in a keyword here, and that will be applied to all the images on the import. I don't find that all that useful unless you know that all these pictures, let's say, were taken in the same location or they have the same content. It's probably more useful to apply these keywords later in the library module when you can do it on an individual picture by picture basis. But you still can add a keyword on import, and if it's a generic enough keyword that applies to all those images that are being imported, that could be very useful as well. Okay, so that's how you create a metadata template and also how to apply develop settings on import. Let's see what happens actually when I import these images with the develop setting that's set to black and white look 2. Let's just take a look at that. I'll hit import. It should go pretty quickly because I've only selected 3 images. And you can see right away it's already starting to process those images in the background. This little symbol here tells me that it's applying develop settings, and there they are. It's all been done on the import, so it could really be a way of streamlining your workflow if you choose to do this.